Hello aspirants, I'm Indumati Karthikeyan from Inkar IAS Academy. Today we are going to discuss about 21st December current affairs, the topic taken from the daily edition. The topic is Supreme Court allows appeals against the cap on interest on credit card dues. The topic comes under our GS2, important aspects of governance, transparency and accountability, e-governance. Why it is in the news? First of all, the Supreme Court of India allowed appeals filed the banks against the 2008 order by National Consumer Dispute Redressal Commission, that is NCDRC, as capped interest rate of credit record dues at 30% per year. The Supreme Court of India has overturned the 2008 decision by the National Consumer Dispute Redressal Commission has capped the interest rate on overdue credit card payments at 30%. It's a high range, that is, the interest rate exceeding 30% on overdue. This is an unfair trade practice that effectively setting a cap at this rate. So the Supreme Court direction towards the NCDRC that allowing banks to determine that the interest rate overdue card payments based on the market dynamics and also guidelines by the RBI. So that is the implication behind that. For consumers, actually the decision means the banks can now charge interest rate exceeding 30% on overdue of the credit card payment. Consumers should be aware to potential for high interest charges and also manage the credit card payments accordingly to avoid the increased financial burdens. And also there's a banks. For banks, the banks have regained the flexibility to set the interest rate on overdue credit card payments in line with the market condition and RBI guidelines without being constrained by the previously imposed cap. And also there is a regulatory oversight can be there. There is a Supreme Court emphasized the regulation interest rate falls under the purview of the RBI, not Consumer Commission like NCDRC. And also they given the key and also there is a Supreme Court underscores the importance of the adhering of RBI guidelines is the main theme for this topic today. And also there is a thing we must know about that in National Commission Dispute Redressal Commission feature, that is an establishment. It is founded in the 1988 under the Consumer Protection Act 1986. It is a purpose to provide the speedy, cost effective and mechanism for resolving the consumer disputes. And also there is a jurisdiction. There is an original jurisdiction cases where the value of goods and service compensation claimed exceeds 2 crores and appellate jurisdiction against this order state Consumer Redressal Commission. And also there is a reviewing the case to ensure the legality and also property of decision made by lower forums. That is a reversory jurisdiction of this side. And also there is a composition headed by the president who is retired a sitting judge of the Supreme Court. And also it includes the expertise, law, commerce, economics and other relevant fields. There is a location, that is a NCDRC is headquartered in the New Delhi. And also there is an amendment for the Protection Act, that is a revised pecuniary jurisdiction increasing the threshold of the cases that can be taken up the NCDRC. It is introduced a provision for mediation and enhanced penalty and also unfair trade practices. First of all, we must know what is the function of the NCDRC. That is a consumer protection. The consumer protection is the main theme. There is a resolves dispute between the consumers and business people, and also we need to appeal the revision, that is a handles appeals against the orders passed by the state commissions and reviews discussion made by these forums and also fairness and adherence to the law, and also provide the guidance and awareness, providing the guidance for the consumer right and ensure the business adhere to the ethical practices, and also they can monitor and comply in the issue the enforcement of the promote accountability in those area consumer related matters. So this is a major function of this NCDRC. And also there is a landmark cases, medical negligence case. The commission has delivered key judgment on the compensation of the medical negligence, setting significant precedents. And also there is a housing and real estate case, resolved a dispute between the involving delays and property possession and unethical practice by the real estate developers. And finally, the e-commerce issues address the grievance related to the defective goods, delayed deliveries, unfair trade practice, and also e-commerce sectors. By process of filing a complaint of NCDRC, the first of all, the eligibility is required. The consumer who has suffered due to the defective goods or deficient services claims up to 2 crores. And also, what is the step behind that? First of all, we need to file the complaint. in written manner, and also we need to give the relevant documents and evidence, and also pay the requisite fees to claim the amount. And for the time limit of this thing, complaints will be rectified within 2 years in the date of incident happen. So these are the main thing. There are major significance in NCDRC. First of all, the consumer empowerment. It will empower the consumer right to providing the redressal and also the grievance mechanism, and also providing the speedy justice for the people, and also the policy influence. It will help the shape the consumer protection laws and policies in India. Thank you so much.